Well, hey, everybody, welcome to Open Mic, the show where the floor is yours. We're going to talk about your thoughts, your feelings, your questions, all that good stuff. Joining me today, we've got Ray Aura.
Hey, what up, everyone? This is Thursday.
It is Thursday. And we also got John Campea.
It is Thursday.
And
Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow
Hey,
is
you guys
Friday.
are not just getting Batman Beyond today. You're going to get Batman Beyond tomorrow.
On the main show. It's going to be great. And I'm Chris Carr, filling in for John while he is off on his way to Vegas to go see a whole bunch of shows.
Yeah,
So
4 shows.
4 shows. 4 shows for sure. So
4 shows. Yep.
we'll see. You guys will be here with us, the Batman Beyond crew, for today and tomorrow. So it'll be really fun.
Yep.
Before we get into your questions and everything, though, we just wanted to talk a little bit about what we've been watching lately, especially during the strike here, of just trying to find some tasty content to enjoy while everyone's kind of grasping at the last straws of fresh new things. One of the ones I've been watching, too, and I know you guys have asked about it a ton because you want John to be watching it.
Right.
And I don't think you're going to win him over, folks, is One Piece. And Ray, you got to watch a little bit of it.
I watched
right?
a little bit of
Yeah.
it. I actually want to go home and keep watching. I was actually interested in what I was seeing. You know what? The character, I don't know anything about it. The main character, I guess. Luffy. For him to be at sea for so long, the only thing I noticed so far is his clothes are really clean compared to everyone else.
That's very true. They are very anime in that way of just like pristine.
It's a dumb thing. It's not going to ruin the show for me. I'm not going to complain about it, whatever. It's just something I noticed. I really like what I'm seeing so far. I didn't think I would get into the pirate thing, but even from the start, it's kind of like they set the villain up already, or at least for that first episode.
Yeah.
And then the hero, he seems like, you know what he reminds me of? Saitama from One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Where he's very oblivious to everything that's going on around him. He just has this goal. But more One Punch Man, he's more just bored because he's beaten everything. But him, he's like, oh, there's no danger. I just want to find this treasure. Like, it's just very innocent. I like it so far. I think I'm going to finish it.
I've finished the series, and I won't get into any spoiler territory, you guys, so in case you haven't seen it, no worries. I can totally understand that oblivious note, too, because Luffy's just this, like, boundless rubber ball of energy.
Right, like a wide-eyed kid.
Yeah, and the kid who's playing him, too, does such a good job. Like, he understands the assignment. He knows exactly what kind of show he's doing. So does most of the cast, too. The practical effects are really amazing. The fact that they built all these ships is really cool. The wire work is really fun. And they lean into the absurdity of the show really, really well. I just don't know if everyone understands what kind of show they're in. And there's a B plot in the series that's a little...
You're talking about everyone as in the actors on display.
Yeah, some of the actors, some of them get it, and they're like, yep, I'm in an anime where, you eat types of fruit that can change your body physiology. All right, I get it, I'm on board. And others... I love a really grounded, nuanced performance, but sometimes I'm like, all right, it's not Broadchurch. Like, reel it in there, Meryl. Let's stop. Okay, Olivia Colman?
I got you.
But overall, I like it. I hope it gets a second season because it's so close to being such a great adaptation, and Netflix has really just been trying to do a great anime adaptation. And I feel like this hits most of the things. The question I have for everyone who has watched it, though, is I wonder why people think this works so much more than Cowboy Bebop. Because both are really stylized, but I don't know if it's because Cowboy Bebop is just such a cool, grounded anime that feels real. And this is so wacky and world specific that maybe because of that kind of thing, it can take more liberties or something, or they can suspend their disbelief more.
I don't remember which one Cowboy Bebop is. Like what's the main character? Because I always remember
Spike Spiegel. It was with John Cho.
It's but the animation.
Yeah, the anime. It's the one that's like very jazz focused.
Okay.
Yeah, bounty hunters smoking cigarettes.
Right.
It's cool as hell.
You know what's funny is I always saw the posters for One Piece, and then it was like, oh, they look like this, and then I didn't know anything about the characters, and then as soon as it started, I was like, yeah, that fits.
Yeah,
that fits what I've seen from stills, whatever, because it's a really popular show. There's no denying it. Like even my neighbor, like I was saying, they're like they don't watch any anime, whatever. Demon Slayer is one of them, and then they got into One Piece. So so I knew it was reaching further than the demographic that I'm used to. I watch that. Yeah, I know you do, but you know what I mean. So, I don't know what else has everyone been watching. I know I did. What did I finish? I finished Twisted Metal. If any
Oh
of you
yeah,
guys
it's
seen
on
that,
Peacock.
I like where it left off. It was a good episode, a bad episode, a good episode. Then I was like, oh, you're gonna fix up this car. Oh, this is getting good. And then the next episode, it was just like the biggest like answer, climactic thing. Like with, so it was just that. But I do want to see the second season of that too. You guys been watching The Bear. You guys always talk about The Bear. I haven't started it.
I freaking love The Bear. Oh man.
I don't know what other suggestions. I don't know if there's anything coming out soon because One Piece was the one that I had on the calendar. I don't know if there's any other shows that were already scheduled to release that are coming out. I'm still into Invasion. I know no one watches it here.
Do you like this season more?
I'm the lone wolf. Did you guys see the trailer to that Hulu thing? They Want Me Alive or something? That alien
no.
Take Me Alive.
Take Me Alive? What
Take
is
me home
It
tonight.
looks
I don't want to
creepy.
demonetize.
Demonetized.
I don't know if anyone in the chat knows
Demonetized Slayer.
You been watching anything fun, Jonathan? Or
So I need to. Okay, so I have a few things on my list. I think the next thing I'm going to do is Winning Time. And I know there's 2 seasons there. And then I got to get on to, what is it?
Shrinking.
Shrinking. Gotta do
Shrinking's
that.
So good.
And I still haven't seen Severance, so I have a lot.
What?
I gotta
Oh
catch
damn!
up on.
You got a lot of good,
Especially
Apple
like
TV.
Apple TV content. I really gotta get caught up on.
Oh man.
So that's next for me probably. Although this is what it was. I hadn't seen The Bear, and someone said, you should probably do The Bear first because it's one season of 30
That's me.
minutes.
I'm the
Oh, that was
someone.
you. Because they're 30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do The Bear first. Then I'll go into like Winning Time.
Okay, I'm interested to see what you think of The Bear
All right.
because it stresses me out a lot, but I love it so much.
So I've seen a couple clips and they look hilarious. Like,
it's a really well done show. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that Feast of Seven Fishes episode. Like I couldn't sit down. I just paced around my living room, and Logan would ask me if we should pause it, and I'd be like, "You think I want to live here?
yeah,
So
No."
get through it.
So the show I'm talking about is right here. It's called.
Oh.
They dropped the trailer 2 days ago.
What's the name?
It's called No One Will Save You,
Okay.
and it just looks like the creepiest alien thing.
What is it on?
It's on Hulu, which is one of the most expensive.
Unless you're on the John Campea.
On
plan.
John
So I'm
Campea
gonna have to
Plus.
steal it. So this, if anyone in the chat has seen this trailer,
No One Will Save
let me
You,
know
and
what
it's
you think.
aliens?
It's a different take on aliens, which is weird. But it, I don't know what this girl's doing by herself, like living by herself. But maybe everyone else
Maybe
was
because
abducted.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's just an alien thing, but they go about it through a horror way. It reminds me of that one movie with Carrie Russell where the birds fly like and die at her house, but it turned out that her house was like an alien hotspot.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What was it? Dark Skies.
Dark Skies. Yeah.
And then
that's the
so-
best movie, but yeah.
I actually like that movie.
I saw
Everyone
that.
gives me crap for
I
it,
saw
too.
that movie on. I don't do these anymore, but when they come up to you, goes, "Hey, you want to see a free movie?"
Oh
You
yeah.
know?
You're like,
And,
sure.
Yeah. So that was like one of the last movies I ever saw as a free screening.
Oh dang.
Uh,
Is that the one that just put you off of it for forever?
Yeah. A great one that I saw from a free screening. This is going way back with Brotherhood of the Wolf. Did you ever see that?
No.
It's a French film.
Okay.
Oh, it's great.
That's a great title.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, it's good.
I'll have to
So,
Google that.
so nothing on your release calendar that's popping out right now, Chris?
We just got BritBox. And so we're real boring at my house where we watch and play along with 8 out of 10 cats, which is a great show if you have not watched it before.
What's it called?
8 out of 10 cats. So we are a big British comedy household. My husband, does dialect coaching and everything too. So we watch it for research purposes. Where we're like, study that dialect or watch these funny comedians for a few hours.
What do you guys like? While Chris says this, what do you guys like kind of streaming right now?
Yeah,
Because
let
there's a
us
delay.
know.
So go ahead.
Yeah. Basically, there's a real version of the show called Countdown, where it's actual smart, serious people figuring out like word jumbles and maths and stuff. And this is comedians doing the same tasks and taking the mickey out of it. And it's hosted by Jimmy Carr, who, fun fact, accidentally opened for me once at the Comedy Store because he did a drop-in.
His laugh drives me nuts though.
It's how I knew he watched my set though, because I'd
You
tell
could
a
hear
joke
him?
and I'd hear a ha ha, and it was the best feeling ever. It was so good. I love Jimmy Carr. No relation.
No relation. Okay, I was
Yeah.
about to say.
No. Unless my dad has a secret family and got started early. Like, no. But that's been pretty much it for us. Just, British murder and British comedy. And and I rewatched Bad Sisters on Apple. That's another good one.
I've never heard of that.
It's
Is
really
that
great.
really what it sounds like?
No, it's a murder mystery kind of thing with a all Irish cast.
Okay.
That show is not not affiliated with the AMPTP truly
Yeah.
because they're still working on season 2 because their union is different than ours, as is their Writers Guild. But it's a really great show. I don't know how they do a season 2 though, because you figure out how the guy got.
You know what I'm scared about?
Unless there's a twist.
Ooh.
I've done this so many times. Like, I've liked the show, watched the first episode, watched the first 15 minutes, said I liked it, or watched 2 episodes, and then I just don't watch
You
the
forgot?
rest. I hope I don't do that with One Piece, because I did that with Big Door Prize on Apple TV Plus.
Oh, really?
I feel like we get a lot of.
I watched all of it, yeah.
Did you like it? Did it end up being okay?
I still don't know how I feel about it. I liked parts of it.
So it's because it's a thinking thing. Like, it's like, how would you approach?
Well,
this
historically,
situation?
Ray, we know that I'm not a big fan. If I can avoid it, I don't want to. No, I think it's just because the concept also, because Severance is a very cerebral show. right?
Yeah. So I was thinking,
But-
I was getting that feeling from
Yeah.
watching Big Door that it was going to get to something like
It just
like
kept
that.
giving you more kind of red herrings, I felt, of, okay, so what am I here to figure out? What's the point?
Oh.
And maybe they'll give you more stuff in the second season, but yeah, where Severance started like putting pieces together for you
Right.
and then still introducing greater mysteries, this just seemed to get weirder and weirder.
Oh, okay. Because it felt like it was going to end up being like some exploration of people, humans,
Yeah.
choices. What if they knew things that how would they act differently? That's what I found fascinating. Like, if
Yeah.
someone told you, or we were for sure known that something on a piece of paper is going to be your future, would it make you more determined to change it now? Because you had the whole time to do that. And it
Yeah.
then never mattered to you until you saw a piece of paper that said you're going to be a janitor to the rest of your life. That whole thing, I thought they were going to get into that, but
Well, and they do start to get into the interpretations of those about how
Oh.
open-ended something can be, right? Of like, you could hear, well, I don't want to give any spoilers.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it gets interesting.
but the
That's
show,
all.
Jonathan, is there's a machine. If you've never heard of it,
Uh-huh.
there's a liquor store or store, right?
Yeah,
And
there's
Oh
a
no, I know.
there's a machine
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shows
yeah,
up
yeah.
and it actually tells.
It's sort of like
people-
big, but instead of like changing you to a child, it gives you like
Yeah,
the
yeah, what
future,
you're supposed to
like what
be.
you
Yeah,
should be
your
doing.
purpose
Yeah,
in
you're-
life.
but
Right,
then
right.
some people like it kind of makes them like maniacs and
No, there's some people that are rushing to find out. There's
Mm-hmm.
other people that are questioning it. It's the whole human experience,
sure.
I think. You know,
no,
what I mean?
it's definitely like one of my on my list too. It's not like the next, but it's on my list.
Mm-hmm.
like a
But,
lot of.
you know, I know because you mentioned that that show that you were that kind of alien horror shows on Hulu. I don't really hear a lot of people track Hulu. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh, this is on Netflix. This is on, I'm watching this on Apple's huge now
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. I guess Peacock's kind of the same. People don't really like say they.
You mean the cock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's probably
Yeah.
why. But not a lot of people are like, oh, have you seen this on Hulu? Like no
Binging
one,
the cock has a very different connotation
Yeah.
to it, too.
Yeah.
Okay, Jonathan, sorry.
outside of like Only Murders, which is season 3 out yet?
Yeah, that is.
So, okay.
That started. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That first season
Handmaid's
was my
Tale, too,
favorite.
Is the only one that they put on there. But yeah, the first one was great. Second one, meh. Third,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's kind of
yeah.
Yeah.
We're
you know,
deteriorating.
you're right about the Hulu thing. Like I just ran into this because maybe I was watching a lot of alien stuff, so it happened to appear on my
Yeah.
YouTube thing. Because they know I don't have any subscriptions to anything. But Netflix does something smart. Like when I watched the One Piece trailer, I believe a lot of the other stuff they dropped trailers for on the same day, which is a really smart move because I ended up watching all of them because each trailer led to the next trailer that, they released that day. I think other streaming companies, if they're really proud of their stuff and they want to market it, they should drop them at the same time so people could talk about it at least for a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But maybe that's how tight Netflix is in their release schedule, that they can have groups of things and drop trailers that aren't too far away, where Hulu and Apple TV Plus seem to be more spread out, right? a
well,
little bit more.
the amount of money that Netflix has dropped on production is, although you think Apple has a couple trillion they're sitting on.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're getting off tangent here, but yeah. Yeah.
But it's a good tangent.
Yeah. I mean, I hope everyone's watching something good. I know we're probably not going to get a lot of new announcements or anything new to look forward to until people get their stuff together. Everyone like agrees, and just let's make it happen. But until then, we'll be on the same boat, all of us. I think
Yeah.
watching things from the past, hopefully watching things that are new still that have been already made and just waiting to release. I don't know.
Oh wait, Ray.
Huh.
On Netflix, did you ever watch Dragon Prince? That cartoon Dragon Prince?
No, I've never heard of it. But you know what I keep looking for, but I never find is that King Kong animation.
Skull Island?
I
It's on Netflix. You
is
gotta
the
search.
poster not like? Is it not like, hey, I'm Kong on it? Because I can't
It
find
might
it.
just be a skull, like a Kong skull.
Every time I'm
Yeah,
at
search Skull Island.
I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah, because that show's fun. I highly recommend watching that. You'll really
That's
like
on
it.
Netflix?
That's
It's
on Netflix.
animated, right?
It's
a whole
animated, yeah.
Yeah, because
The first episode too is brutal.
I mean, this has
it's like that, huh?
yeah.
It's like a real.
Like you don't see a lot of the violence, but it's implied in a way that you're like, oh shit. Like someone gets got and I screamed and went, oh, it's this kind of show. But
you know
Dragon
who does
Prince
it?
is like a calmer one.
Do you know who does the actual animation there?
Oh, I think
Does it say on that poster? Right
I
there?
want to say it's the same company that did Castlevania and stuff. I'm not
Okay.
sure though,
I will
because
say-
it's slightly different animation.
I will say Netflix does hit on a lot of big properties.
Dude, I sleep on Netflix too much because in stuff like this, and like I completely slept on Castlevania and stuff like that.
Oh, so good.
I was amazed when
yeah,
I
it's
saw.
Powerhouse Animation. They're
was
based in
ama-
Austin.
I was amazed when they saw I saw they had a Pacific Rim actual anime on there. I don't think it was it wasn't that great, but it's they have a lot of things on Netflix that you don't know about, and later on you're
Yeah.
like, how long was this on
Yeah.
there for? Like I'm gonna end up missing the Skull Island because I can't find it. I didn't even know it was Skull Island. I thought it was called Kong Island. I don't know why it wasn't coming up or whatever, but
That's okay.
I'm gonna watch it
Skull Island. I think you'll like it.
after
It's
One
good.
Piece,
After One Piece.
after Breaking Bad season 6.
A lot of things to watch. Oh my goodness. So many.
Okay,
Well, no one else in the chat has really said what they've been watching.
I'm
so-
Yeah.
going in the
A
chat.
lot of One Piece. There's a lot of One
A
Piece
lot of
in
One
here.
Piece folks.
Oh,
Oh.
someone did mention the bear. To be fair, so OCL says the bear.
But nobody's seen this trailer for this Hulu show. I'm actually.
Dude, I'm telling you, no one goes on Hulu and watches
This
trailers.
is very true.
Aw.
Hayden Center. Hope to get to meet y'all at CinemaCon this year. Hayden, you are already thinking about CinemaCon? Damn.
I'm already still reeling from last.
I'm still reeling from CinemaCon. Yeah.
Thinking about how I'm not going to go next year again.
Can we trade?
No.
Can we please trade? It's too many days in Vegas. It just.
It is.
It's no. If you live in Las Vegas, wonderful for you. If you enjoy going there, I love that.
And it's weekdays in Vegas, so you see a different
Yeah.
element.
It's a different kind of animal.
It's the kind of people you see in Vegas that are like, you got stuck here and you're trying to get out. Mm-hmm. It's a different desperation.
And
yeah.
I
Although Hayden, I'm sure you're lovely, and I would love to meet you there.
I will say if you can get a free meal at that Caesar's Palace
Oh,
buffet,
at that buffet. Oh shit.
How do you get a free one?
that might be worth the trip. Well, because
You got to
we were with,
compromise a lot of things in your life,
yeah.
Jonathan. Nothing's really free.
Yeah, nothing's really free.
We've got a few people who are watching Mech Academy. I haven't heard about that.
Whoa, that sounds cool.
That
Let me
sounds
look
very
up.
cool.
What's Mech Academy on?
Jermaine King, hit us up. Let us know what that's on, what it's about. Calvin Patel needs to catch up on Warrior,
Wheel of
watching
Time.
Succession, Wheel of Time, Ahsoka, Bear, One Piece. We're waiting on football. You are King Daddy Goat. You are waiting on football.
I'm not waiting on
I'm
football.
not
The
waiting
only
on
sport I
football.
watch is baseball, which is coming to an end soon. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do we have in here? Oh, Irene Jobson's here. Yay!
Really, the
Aw.
return of the Irene.
Irene, we've missed you. What's up? What's up? What's up?
She's she's a villain now.
Other people are watching Naked and Afraid. So good.
No, wait, the show or
That's just a state of being.
yeah,
No, the show. The show.
not-
Although some of you might be naked and afraid.
hold
That's
on,
okay.
I'm not finding this Mecha Academy. It's not even coming up.
Mech Academy.
Mech
Oh,
Academy?
Mech Academy. Sorry. Okay.
It's just like Skull Island. You're putting the wrong title in, Ray.
Oh, there it is.
What's
There
it look
is.
like?
It is on. Oh, it's coming up as Mech Cadets.
Oh,
I wonder
Oh.
if
Is it-
that's it. It's
that
on
might not
Netflix.
be it.
If
I'm
it
not
is, it's
sure.
on Netflix.
all right.
Here it is. Mech
Oh.
Cadets looks pretty cool because they have.
Oh, that looks very cool.
at that art. Oh, is that the way it actually looks?
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
Screenshots.
Oh, that's cool. I thought that was just a poster. It kind of looks like Voltron right here.
A little bit.
That looks really
I
rad.
know. How come I can't watch? Oh, yeah, because it says
Oh
sign
man,
in.
if you haven't
Too bad
watched Voltron, watch Voltron on Netflix.
Too bad
the
there's
new
a
one.
sign-in
Shit's
box.
Queen Glamazon usually watches classic movies. Well, which ones,
Yeah, what
Queen
classic
Glamazon?
movies? Come on, what are some of your favorites?
Let
One of my
us
favorite
know.
movies of all time is Casablanca.
Oh, that's a good one. Logan's never seen all of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they just re-released it in a couple months, like maybe in July or something. I can't remember. Maybe it was June. They re-released a high resolution,
Oh,
and I went and saw it at AMC.
you're really good about going to the like live in theater events because you've been doing stuff like that and the
And
Ghibli
this-
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at
What was
it.
the last one I did? I think it was Porco Rosso. So I've got my tickets for Howl's Moving Castle at the end of this month,
Nice.
and then Spirited Away end of October, and that's the end of the festival.
I keep seeing what's playing and then playing it on Max, and that way I can eat while I
That's
watch the
the thing.
movie.
So there's been a couple that we've missed. So I watched Castle in the Sky at home, Ponyo at home, and we just watched another one. Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had tickets for that, but I had to cancel. Something came up, so we watched that at home. So that's nice that they're on.
Yeah,
Max.
it's a good option.
Yeah.
I really want to go see Howl's on a big screen. 'Cause I missed that in theaters.
It's
so I
coming,
need
and
to do
it's playing at the Regal by
I
you.
know.
And then there's a new Miyazaki film coming out.
Yes, with no advertising or anything known about it because they
Yeah.
were just like, nah, it's Miyazaki. Go
Yeah.
see
Oh,
it.
yeah, it's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, I
too.
want to see that.
Because on the release calendar, there was something called like untitled anime event on
It has a
September
name now, I
9th
just
or
can't
something.
remember what
The Boy and the Heron?
The Boy and the something like that.
Oh, there's a trailer now that was released a day ago.
Oh, reaction
Oh,
time?
snap.
No, I'm just kidding.
Because for a while it was just this blue heron poster that was like, yep, that's a bird.
The Heron.
Is it
What
me?
if it's injured or
Is it
something?
me or does Studio Ghibli not really turn it up like the excitement with their titles though?
They're definitely subdued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if any of you don't let that stop you, like try it out.
They're
see if
so
you like it.
beautiful.
Well, I had never seen any of the Miyazaki films and wanted to for years.
Oh, okay.
So then when I saw this was happening, my youngest really wanted to watch them, and she's like, "Oh, do you know where they're streaming?" And I was like, "Guess what? We're gonna go see them in theaters."
Oh, that's a good dad move.
And no, but then he
done.
said, "You're paying
You're paying.
You're paying. You're taking me to the movies.
your allowance."
You drive.
And
You're
you
pulling
sit on the steps outside AMC, and I go in. Is that still a good dad move or no? I can't.
I
tell.
feel like that's most people's dad experience if they live in LA.
Hey, those steps at that AMC. You know what? The bottom of the steps,
Huh.
Chipotle,
Yeah,
and Cold Stone.
and
you
the
might
back-
be the best dad
Oh,
ever.
that's true.
You
I
might be the best
gave
dad
her
ever.
a synopsis to what happened in all the films.
Oh, that was really sweet of you.
I'm just in
Okay.
case anybody doesn't get sarcasm. That's just a joke. Of course, she was with
This
me.
is going to get clipped out
Yeah.
for one of those shit
I didn't go to any
channels.
of them alone. So, oh yeah, for sure you're gonna clip me out. I don't care.
Jonathan Voico, terrible father.
Yeah, get a life. We
Oh,
make a channel
man.
that's just based on other people, and if they all disappeared, we'd have nothing to do with our lives.
They're really. I get them sent to me every now and then, and I'm like, oh, this is so funny and bad.
You need to talk to someone, John.
I don't need to talk to anybody. I said what I said. You heard me. They're gonna make a video of this and be like, Jonathan Wood.
Jonathan is a gangster.
These words.
It's just going to be those like 8-bit glasses going over
I
your
know,
face.
that's what I was thinking.
Exactly. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be awesome. Oh, man. Miyazaki has a big cult following, according to Angel. I believe so, too. A lot of people really into the Miyazaki films in a very kind
Yeah.
of like feral way, which is interesting for something like so chill and about humanity's relationship with nature.
It is, but I have to say the people that I've seen in theaters, they're not. I wouldn't say they're like a rabid like cult. Like the people that I saw in theaters for this festival so far, they've just been more like, I don't know, just like subdued people, just quiet. It seemed like introverts. Seems like a lot of introverts
Yeah.
like Miyazaki.
Well, I think when I say feral, too, I mean like people who really love this merchandise and these worlds, and they
Sure,
have a whole
sure,
bunch
sure,
of it in their
sure.
homes in that kind
And
of
they
way.
have like the Totoro and
Yeah,
all of that.
they're inked
Yeah.
with it too and everything. These are the most respectful audiences, though,
Yeah.
bar none. Everyone's always so quiet. And
They should join them
polite.
up with the Taylor Swift audience
Oh my gosh!
coming.
We had a cockatiel, and we just liked the tune, and we heard it, and we didn't even know it was from. We didn't even know it was the Totoro theme.
Oh my
But our
gosh!
cockatiel would sing that Totoro theme.
Is it a
Do, 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 do,
rescue
do, do,
cockatiel?
do.
How did they learn it?
Because we had heard it another bird like singing it like in a video, but we didn't know what it was from. And then
Okay.
we just played it for like ours. And
That's
then, yeah.
wild.
And then years later, when I saw Totoro, I'm like, oh my God, that was that song.
That's so cool. Aw. Holy shit. Oh,
Sorry. I was gonna get a drink. That's why.
Oh, well, you got to wait for the commercial break, which we could probably take and start answering questions.
we can totally do that.
All right, so guys, we're going to take a little break here. We're going to hear from our sponsors. I'm sure you're familiar with them by now, HelloFresh and DraftKings.
Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of this video, HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Kickstart a fresh fall routine with HelloFresh. HelloFresh handles all the meal planning and shopping to deliver everything you need to cook up a tasty meal right at home. They do the hard part and you get to take the credit. HelloFresh takes the stress out of mealtime by delivering fresh ingredients and easy recipes right to your door. So this fall, skip that extra trip to the grocery store and have dinner ready in no time with America's #1 meal kit. Like we've mentioned before, Ann and I are both working professionals, and mealtime is sometimes a bit stressful. That's why we absolutely love HelloFresh. It's nutritious, it's delicious, and we actually have a really good time making dinner together. So guys, go to HelloFresh.com/50Campea and use the code 50Campea for 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months. That's HelloFresh.com/50Campea and use the code 50Campea. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, DraftKings. Can you believe we've had 7 months without an NFL game? Crazy, right? Well, good thing that's over. NFL is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving you a can't-miss offer for Week 1. This week, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you just bet $5 on any NFL game. DraftKings is hooking everyone up with game day greatness. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every single game day this September. Check the app to see what you get. So download now and use the code CAMPEA to sign up. New customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. That's code CAMPEA only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPENY or text HOPENY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. See dkng.co/football for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply.
And a big thank you to DraftKings and HelloFresh for making this episode of the John Campea Show Open Mic possible. HelloFresh is actually pretty bomb, you guys. I really enjoy it. And I say that as somebody who really likes to cook. If you just need to make something real fast and not really think about it and still eat, in a healthful way, it's great. It's really, really lovely. And
DraftKings is cool if you like to bet on
if you
sports.
like to gamble.
Although in California, I don't think you can, but,
Please do so responsibly.
outside of California.
If you're gonna bet on anything, bet on yourself.
Bet on yourself.
I learned from passenger 54, 57, always bet on black. So there you go. I've heard things. That's the strategy. All right, so we'll move on to tips here. First we have, I don't know how to pronounce your first name, so I'm going to say Williams. Hey, John and crew, already loved the show, but hearing John show Black Dynamite some love, one of my favorite comedies of all time, up there with Tropic Thunder, just truly cemented this show as my favorites. Man, thank you so much.
Aww.
So, already love the show, but hearing... Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Jonathan,
y'all rock, keep bringing on the filthy.
You're the cause of that, buddy.
Yeah. You can
Jonathan is
you
the
know
one.
what?
Yep.
You know what? Mr. Williams, you can thank me. Because I'm the one who said that trailer was out. And I'll tell you what, I'm a huge fan of Black Dynamite. There is not enough intelligent slapstick out there, and
I haven't seen it.
What? Oh my dude. Okay, we got to just play it on the big screen, like on a lunch break. It's the kind of comedy you'll just freaking like. You'll.
I know I would love it.
It's
it's just something I did.
All right, so we're gonna watch it like on our lunch break on this.
And I heard it's like only 90 minutes or something.
Yeah, it's short. Yeah.
I mean, not that it matters.
Dude.
Only to me. I mean,
it's genius.
I wonder
love
what it's
it.
playing on. I'll look it up. But go
Have
ahead.
you ever seen Black Dynamite?
I have.
Okay.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
All right.
This looks great.
So up next, we've got Darth Phil, who says Filoni movie, Star Wars Galaxies, Episode 1A, new threat, new episodic films. Yes. Hang on. I think I said that way too fast and in like one sentence. Filoni movie, Star Wars Galaxies, Episode 1A. Oh, Episode 1, a new threat, new episodic films. Yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Is it episodic, though? I think there's only going to be one, right? I mean, we don't even know if it's...
We don't even know how
we don't
Star
even know
Wars
if it's
works.
actually greenlit.
Yeah.
Because Kathleen is like, maybe.
There's maybe a movie.
Yeah.
It could be happening right alongside, the Rogue Squadron, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I butchered the question, but I think we got the gist
got
of
the
it.
spirit.
Yeah. Bebo wants cuddles.
All right,
Is
Bebo.
that his name or is that what he wrote?
Bebo wants cuddles.
It's just a baby.
So WB... Yes, Ray? Did you have something
Do you want to talk about how much you hate the voice?
I freaking hate your voices when you guys do that. I really do.
They're just a baby.
People wants cuddles. Okay, so WBD has suspended deals.
Why do you keep laughing, Chris?
With people who
You keep him going. If you didn't laugh, you wouldn't keep going.
I think it's really
You're-
funny, especially your rage.
Yeah, because it's just a baby.
Because I never heard a baby sound like that.
baby.
It's too...
A baby kitten. Little baby kittens, too.
For all the reasons I thought I would leave this show. I didn't think it'd be for that.
It was going to be this. Who
All right. So Bebo wants cuddles. So WBD has suspended deals with people who make some of their biggest TV shows, like Greg Berlanti, most DC shows, and Bill Lawrence, Ted Lasso, Blaming the Strikes. John, you are a David Zaslav supporter, a rare breed, but even you have to question this. Well, I got news for you. John's not here. We are.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And I would feel...
And I only understood half of what you just said.
I think he
No,
would
I'm
double
just
down.
kidding.
He would
No.
double down on it and say, yeah, they're probably going to restructure.
Well, no, they
deals.
did. They did this because that's just it. There's nothing that can be put out.
Yeah.
Whether they make great content or not, there's nothing that can be put out right now. So they didn't cancel it. They're just suspending it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize this. John brought up that point that after a certain time they can actually renegotiate.
Exactly.
Part of me is starting to wonder if the execs, and actually a large part of me is starting to wonder or believe that the reason why these strikes have taken so long is because there are a lot of agreements that are going to run out, and so they've only been doing it so that they can
Nefarious.
renegotiate on a lot of major contracts before they even deal with SAG or anyone else.
I mean, I can
Whoa.
see that, but
They'll run
also,
the clock out on some things.
does that warrant
I
or
think
equal out the $500 million potential loss?
I don't think.
I
it
don't
would
think so,
be-
but I think they had a plan and it just,
I think
And
they
then they got
probably
punched in the
saw it
face?
and then now it's going with it. But I don't think that's their goal to actually.
No, I'm just saying.
Because it's hurting everybody.
I'm just saying they're going to find the silver lining.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
At one point, they were probably sitting in a room like, well, at least we don't have to worry about that Berlanti deal. They're like, you're right.
Oh,
Great,
yeah.
Scott, you're right. And they took off their glasses.
And
they're
then
like,
they kept
like,
eating their
halt,
tiramisu.
Halt that meeting we were going to have with SAG. One more week. I don't know. But
maybe.
I'm just
could be
saying.
it.
I don't know anything, but
But yeah, it is pretty rare right now to be on the David Zaslav train.
Train. Yep. Or the Iger train. Or
Yeah, or any of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, Amin has a two-parter here. Totally respect your opinions about Ahsoka, John. I've also had my issues, but have really enjoyed this show so far. Episode
have
4
too.
was amazing. Someone mentioned this online, and I totally agree. Andor is a better show. Yes. Ahsoka is a better Star Wars show. No. And both are great for different reasons. I know you haven't enjoyed the show too much, but I think a lot of Star Wars fans have caused, even though it has issues, it feels like Star Wars. I mean, even the original trilogy had a lot of clunky dialogue and story issues. Well, I will say, John is really passionate about his arguments for like certain things. Like, okay, they make stupid decisions. Their plot
Yeah.
points don't really make sense, and he will harp on that, and then it'll often overshadow the fact that he actually does enjoy Ahsoka. So like he'll say, "Look, I like the show," but he says it like
But also-
that, like that.
yeah.
But then he harps on his like passionate feelings. So people mistake him for not actually enjoying the show. I can tell you, he likes Ahsoka.
Yeah,
likes it quite a
because if
bit.
he didn't like
Yeah.
it, he wouldn't be watching.
No, he likes it.
I don't agree with him on even that first decision. Every time he brings up his point, I agree with a lot of the people that actually write in that say this is the way like things are with our military. And I get your guys' points, but I think John just has a different angle. So like that's maybe one of the points in the show where he finds they made a stupid decision. Where to me, being stupid myself, it kind of made sense to me.
Be nice to my friend. No. I am glad, though, that you bring up that the original trilogy was clunky. Because I think we also have a tendency to romanticize and put that series on a pedestal of, gosh, these movies were so groundbreaking and so incredible that they could do no wrong. And then when you rewatch them, though, especially if you rewatch them with somebody who never saw them and doesn't have the nostalgia, it's, well, why is that happening? Or why has her accent changed? Or what is this moment here? So I think a lot of us too have grown up with that and are diehard fans. We have a tendency to be like, those movies are perfect, no notes. But these things that play on those same tropes that we know and love, hate it.
Yeah. Also, I want to say that lightsabers were the reason that attracted me to even knowing about Star Wars.
Oh, hell yeah.
So don't cut those down. I
Well,
don't
you're
care
gonna
what John
love Rebel
says.
Moon, then.
I want more lightsaber battles, to be honest.
Yeah.
I want them to do it like Zorro in One Piece. I want them to have 3 lightsabers. Just put
I
one in
just
your
kid-
mouth and fight
I
that
think
way.
there's a way where everyone's happy. We just have to find that way, hopefully.
Or at least not so annoyed.
Yeah.
All right, so Edwin writes, hey, John, and Ray, and Chris, why is it that
Thank
Universal puts so many of their movies on digital so quickly? Even if they're making money in theaters, it makes no sense. I'm starting to get the feeling that Jason Kilar secretly works for at Universal now. Bring on the filthy guys. I don't know. I don't know that any of us actually have that answer because we're all a little confused by that. I mean, it's been proven that sending films to movies, one, as the prestige factor, anyone will tell you, even if they're as big a fans of this kind of content like we are and you guys are, just casual viewers will say, I mean, if it's it's almost like a straight to DVD kind of feel. If it's straight to Netflix, if it's straight to fill in the blank, it just seems like, oh, is it just kind of cheap or whatever? And
Yeah.
it might be good, but they don't give it a chance that they should. Whereas if you send it to theaters, even if you don't see it in theaters, you're going to catch it on streaming. You know what I mean? But it's proven that they make more money. So I don't know. I think we're all asking those questions.
Yeah, it always confuses me. The day and date stuff always just seems like such a vote of confidence.
This
too.
Five Nights at Freddy's, whatever, still just release it. Don't day and date it.
I was genuinely excited about that
I'm still
movie.
gonna see it.
I am too. And I obviously, as you guys know, I hate horror movies, but
Yeah.
that's a game that freaks me the hell out. And someone talked to me too about, well, won't it feel more like playing the game because you'll be at home? But one of the great things about a horror movie that I credit all you horror fans to teaching me this is experiencing fear with so many other people.
Yeah.
That's such a cool
Well, that's
part.
like saying, wouldn't you have rather seen Home Alone at home because it takes place in a house?
Yeah. I would rather see it in the plaza eating cheese
I've
pizza.
literally,
but-
I think if someone asked me that, I would just stare at them for a few seconds blankly.
Yeah.
You
I'm
okay?
like, I don't understand what you mean.
Yeah.
There's only one type of movie that should be watched at home alone. And we all know that it's
Sex Court TV, baby.
Sex Court
Sex Court TV.
baby.
Just you and your trench coat
Yep.
and your thoughts.
I'm going to get that motion seats installed sometime
Whoa.
soon.
Whoa.
It's going to be amazing.
Erotic.
There's going to be a lot of throw up on the floor.
Throw up? I think
There's a
we all
joke
get.
there.
That is not the
There's-
bodily fluid
there's
I
a joke
assumed
there.
would
I
happen.
think we all
Joke
react
there.
to things a little differently
I
than
think
we're
there's a
finding.
joke there. I
Yeah.
meant it the way I meant it from the mouth. But, all right, let's go.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for writing in that
Edwin
question.
writes, hey, I'm back. I can't help but think that the people over at Sony are laughing at the other studios for losing money when they're streaming services, while they're over here not losing 1 cent because they don't have one, like you said before, arms dealer. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You know
Not
what?
wrong.
That's what's and Sony knew what it's doing. It's just watching right now. It's watching, waiting, and at the same time, oh yeah, Amazon, you want to show this new Silk series? Okay, we'll give you that license. We'll sell that to you.
You know what? It's also like all of these like very small streamers like AMC Plus and stuff like that. Where I was thinking the other day, like, oh, you know what? I would love to go through Mad Men again and just like binge it. And I have to get AMC Plus to do that. Like that kind of thing should be on. It should just be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Or anywhere they license it to that are like Netflix or Hulu
Yeah, AMC
or
Plus.
whatever. Like even Paramount Plus should just be licensing.
AMC Plus is, I think, I don't even know what they would have on there. I know they have Walking Dead.
Walking
That
Dead and Mad Men,
series.
and whatever's new on
That's
AMC.
it. Oh, yeah, but
Yeah. All right. Well, we got Dave Bowers here who writes, I enjoyed episode 4, episode 4 of Ahsoka, but I have a deep fear they're going to use this world between worlds thing as just a cheat code for a whole host of cheap fan service. I swear to God, if this becomes a multiverse situation, I'll shake my fist at the TV. I do hope they're not going to be using it like a portal to like pop in from different times or just fix things conveniently now. And then it's like, we got that with the MCU. I don't need
They're gonna
that.
go give Thrawn a
yeah, I think
can
Thrawn-
of tomatoes and just fix the galaxy.
Exactly. I see what you did there. A little flash action.
Yep. You know.
Thrawn was going to get that can of tomatoes, but that can of tomatoes was bad. And it made him sick that day. And his grievances sent him to the Empire.
Yeah.
just put it on the
Like
top
food
shelf.
poisoning does.
But now that it's fixed, he actually opened up a Lothcat farm.
And he just takes care of little babies. All day.
That's the Thrawn everybody wants.
Body.
That's the Thrawn everybody wants.
Oh.
Now, coming from Stefan from MTL with a $20 tip. Thank you so much.
Stefan, thank you.
After Sabine and Shin turned on their lightsabers green and orange, I waited for Sabine to say, yeah, I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
They should have. Cowards, talk about your Schwartz.
Or at least they, because good is dumb.
I think I just broke
Such a
this.
good line. Oh, what'd you break?
Oh,
His-
don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. I just heard some but sound and it was.
Oh,
mine.
no.
It's not Rob's. It's okay.
It's mine.
Oh.
All right. So we got one more here. We got Anonymous who writes, I started watching Dexter about 8 years ago, all the way up till season 1.5, but for some reason stopped watching it, much like Ray does. It was really good. Well, I've started watching it again from season 1, episode 1, and very excited for the binge. Forgot how hilarious Sergeant Dokes is. I've never seen any Dexter, so.
I forget which one Dokes is. I'm going to Google that because I haven't watched.
Did you finish the series?
Oh, I
me?
did. I did finish the series, and it was a meh ending that.
Yeah, I
like
heard the
most
ending
people
was like
weren't-
whatever. You know,
Yeah.
that last season, right?
Yeah, I was
You know
not
what?
thrilled
They
with
did
it.
bring it back though.
They did. I didn't watch any
Did they
of
make
that.
up for it?
I haven't watched any of that
Oh,
one.
okay.
I haven't heard great things though, so I'm not sure. The season though, where John Lithgow is the bad guy. Ooh, that is some good television. Oh my gosh.
This guy plays a great villain. He's just a great
Lithgow,
actor.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Lithgow is scary if he wants to
Lithgow,
be.
more like Lithgoat. I'll see myself out, Ray. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, on that
Apologize.
note, guys, I think we might take a little break because we're done with tips. We're going to hear from our final sponsor of the day, Mint Mobile, and we'll see you back here in a minute.
And Chris might not
Guys,
be
we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. Signing your life away to a big wireless provider is kind of like being trapped on a roller coaster from hell. Sure, it looks like fun at first. They probably even threw in a free phone, but now you can't get off. Month after month of insane bills and unexpected thrills, like overages and surprise fees. If that sounds like your current big wireless plan, it's time to get off the ride with Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are just $15 a month. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for just $15 a month. You guys know before I came to Mint Mobile, I was paying triple what I am paying now on the standard big wireless plan, and I will never go back. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped right to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.
And thank you so much to Mint Mobile for making this show possible. We appreciate you. All right, let's do those super chats. Is that all we have?
We're moving on to supers. We got Raymond Verrata who writes, Season 4 of Lower Decks came out with a 2-episode premiere. Ahsoka did the same thing. I know it's good to drum up buzz, but we're getting one less week in the end. Are you okay with it, or it doesn't matter?
I like it because then I get more of a feel for the show personally.
More of a feel, little mini binge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting to watch like an hour and a half of TV. It's nice.
Yeah, I feel like kind of the argument of, well, it's 1 week less, so that week in 8 weeks from now, where you would have been watching it, you're not. But I mean, you already got the content, so you wouldn't need it. And I mean, there's other things to do. It's not like you have to be like, oh, what was I going to do in this 8th week without this show?
Yeah.
So yeah, to me, I understand your argument. To me, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. I prefer that mini binge with the 2-episode hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then I never went back.
Mr. Raymond, Jonathan pointed out some cool Lower Decks action figure stuff today to me, right?
Oh
The
yeah,
Mondo stuff.
Mondo's putting out some action figures for Lower Decks.
And they look
Ooh.
proper too.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
they, at
cool.
least if they're statues, they look great as statues. I mean,
I don't know how the art is, but the toys themselves kind of reminded me of Rick and Morty, like the eyes, the bugged out eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah. I mean, Rob, you know what? I'm gonna buy them for Rob, and I'm gonna position them like on his desk,
Oh dang. On
Yeah.
this one?
any desk,
On our
you know
shared
what?
desk?
Something. I gotta.
I
Figure
mean, you
out
can
which
put
one.
him here.
I
I,
need
just don't
one
want
with-
him to flip my table.
I need one with the best effect. Here, he'll just think there's somebody's, but if I put him like in there,
Yeah.
If
You
you do
know.
that, then I'll buy John Netflix One Piece Steelbook and put it on his desk.
oh, you know what we should do?
Perfect.
Just do like what Ray did with the Ninja Turtles and put them.
Yeah.
All on the
his
mic.
mic.
Yeah.
We'll do reverse Christmas where you buy things for people that they don't want.
Perfect. I'm here for it.
Who's down for reverse Christmas?
Yay!
Yay!
Okay. So Raymond is back and writes, Paul Lee is now on 3 Star Wars shows. Go, Mr. Kim.
Yes. Freaking love Paul Lee.
It's great to see
He's
him.
wonderful. If anything happens to him though in Ahsoka, and I said this when we were watching it, I was like, if they kill him, I will burn this place to the ground.
And if I hear he's a jerk in real life, I will be devastated too. Mm-hmm. But I'm almost positive. He looks so sweet.
He
When-
seems so sweet.
Who is he in Ahsoka?
He
the
is one
pilot.
of the rebel pilots.
He's
The
Kim's
one that we've
convenience.
seen. Yeah, saw him in Mandalorian, and then he comes and hires Mando again later.
He's the Asian
kind
pilot.
Of. Yeah.
Him. This guy right here. Yeah, with the beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought. Okay. Because when I looked up, it was like showing me basketball players and everything. I was like, no, wait a minute. Who am I looking at?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, he's going to be Uncle Iroh in the Avatar:
Yes,
The Last
yes,
Airbender
yes,
series
he
too,
Yes,
which
he
is
is.
perfect casting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so excited.
All right. Then we got Curtis Lopez, who writes, got my 4K Blu-ray Steelbook of ATSV and rewatched it last night. I know we got plenty of movies coming until the end of the year, but I can't see this being topped, man. What is ATSV?
I don't know, and I will get mad when I find out what it is.
I know it's something we know, but guys, when you put in
No, that's-
acronyms, it's
Across
hard.
the Spider Verse.
Across
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That
well, that's
makes
a
sense.
great steelbook to have.
Yeah, I hope
Heck
it had
yeah.
a lot of extras.
Enjoy. Keep watching it while that movie is not being made. The follow-up. Just enjoy every special feature on there so you can still get your fix.
Wow, got that jab in right there.
Andy writes, The Nun 2 will be my 66th film to watch that has come out this year so far. That means you have no kids. Which makes me upset now that I've realized it's missing one more 6.
Oh,
Well, that would be a lot of
it's
movies,
a
man.
lot of
What
movies.
would that? All right, hang on.
You
a
got to
second.
see
What does that come out to?
almost 2 movies a day.
55 a month. Yeah, I think you're right. That was
55
good.
movies
You
a
didn't
month?
even math, and that was pretty much correct.
Yeah.
Well, just don't watch 55 movies.
All
a
that
month.
8 out of 10 cats is really rubbing off.
And that's
Getting great at
that's 7
adding.
days a week. You got to see 2 a day.
Yeah.
So,
That's a full-time job.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Andy, either way, 66, man. I think you need to get into the
Yeah.
business of. You might already be doing reviews and stuff like that. Get on YouTube. What are you doing?
Absolutely.
66 movies, and you're wasting
Andy,
your expertise talking to us. We should be talking to you.
Based on your Riverdale recaps alone, give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about movies and stuff,
If
man.
this was 2008, I'd say get a blog.
Yeah.
But just go on YouTube now.
Or TikTok.
Yeah, but you can't make money on TikTok. So get on YouTube and
That's
get that
true.
cheddar.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Wrong
can make
button.
money on TikTok.
This is why I get paid. I hit the wrong buttons. Connor Dorian writes, Invincible Season 2 comes out this November. Have you guys been watching Invincible?
I watched the first season, and I still haven't watched the Adam Eve special. I need to catch up because I
haven't
really
seen-
like season
Yeah, I
1.
haven't seen any of it.
I watched
Oh,
the
it's
first
fun.
episode, and I don't remember. So
Is it a little bit like The Boys? It's kind of violent, isn't it?
It's very violent, which that first episode lulls you into this false sense of security because you think, oh, this is kind of Spider-Man-esque, but with Superman powers. Interesting.
Right.
Okay.
It seemed
And then
like-
it's the last 2 minutes that get so graphic, and you're like, oh, okay. Because if you read the comic, you went, oh, so we are doing this. And if you didn't, you went, what is happening? Oh, that's great.
All right, so Connor's back and says Goosebumps TV series premieres on 90s Plus. 90s Plus. I literally didn't mean this. Like, that was a
I mean,
Freudian slip.
honestly,
because in my
though-
mind, I was thinking very 90s.
Very 90s.
Goosebumps TV series premieres on Disney Plus on October 13th. But 90s Plus would be kind of cool.
I would
Yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah,
I'd definitely
yeah.
subscribe to that.
90s plus.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I wonder if it's going to have the same vibe. I wonder if there's a trailer. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, because that show,
Yeah.
it messed
I
me
bet
up
you-
as a kid.
I bet the first 2 episodes are gonna get like 99s on Rotten Tomatoes, and then you watch the
Then
rest of
it
it. and
falls.
just-
Yeah,
Yeah.
like everything.
And then they'll have to reboot.
Oh, well.
Womp womp.
Future Millionaire writes, Ray, don't hate me,
Oh no.
but I didn't like Ninja Turtles that much. And Jonathan, winning time is for the adults.
Oh,
And-
Well, I'm just a baby.
And hi, Chris. Love you guys.
look,
I
look,
think,
look,
I think
you feel
Future
Future
Millionaire
Millionaire?
might be
Look, 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 look,
an
look.
issue with me.
What? Does
under-
that mean your kids can't watch it? Like, Ray, is it a risque show? I haven't watched any of Winning Time.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. There when they do the you know how things happen in the bedroom thing. It's things happen in the bedroom.
What things, Ray? Explain.
Winning
Draw a
Time, is
picture.
that what
when
Winning Time
when,
is about?
when a superstar meets a lady who likes to him a lot.
And if things
So
don't work out,
much.
they got to go to sex court
And
TV.
yeah, so things like
Oh.
that happen. So it's like graphic, as in whenever there is a sex sort of anything,
Yeah.
it's like a lot more not as in like you see a lot of things, but just like
Sure.
what the sounds,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shaking, the boobies, whatever. It's all in your face, and
Okay.
it doesn't stop. It's gotten to the point where I know that when it feels like there's gonna be a sex scene, I just turn my head already, because it's like, my God, this guy, the director, I love the filter, the style they use, but when it comes to the sex scene, it's just straight raw dogging all day. It's like
Damn.
very, very explicit, as in what you hear and what's actually I should start watching a lot more of that.
I kind of feel like you're a fan.
Anyways, Ninja Turtles, I actually don't hate you. I actually know exactly why you probably don't like it, and I understand, because there's a lot of things. If you were a fan of the Turtles before, you're either gonna like it or not. The new thing, if you can accept what they're trying to go with, then you'll probably enjoy it. But if you want the old school story and really want to stick to that, then I understand if you don't like it. But if you just don't know Ninja Turtles and you watched it and you don't like it, then I'm not gonna hate on you for that. I would never hate anybody or do whatever just because they don't like the same movie I like. That's not the way my world works. I
There
just
you
won't
go.
talk to you anymore, and you won't have my phone number.
Yeah, but we won't hate you.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, Connor Dorian is back once again. This Saturday's D23 Expo. Did anyone know that D23 was this Saturday?
What? Already?
I feel like either that's wrong or that's the problem with D23.
I don't think they have anything to show.
September
It's been a
8th through the
horrible year.
10th.
It's been a
We've
horrible
literally
year.
not even talked about D23, and I guess there wouldn't be so
Oh.
much news out of it because actors and stuff can't be there.
Well,
And-
we're not going to talk about it because last year John hated everything.
Yeah, because bomb after bomb never bombed.
It was
There's-
Bombgate.
See?
Bombity bomb bomb bomb.
That's a lesson. Don't ever let your expectations something.
Don't let your expectations become your
Yeah.
I don't know, reality.
No,
What
but I
is it
mean,
he says?
even regardless of that, though, I
They've had
haven't
a
even
bad
seen
year.
it really talked about in the
No.
trades or anything.
They've had a bad year. It might be just mainly because I know I think they do a lot of pin trading and stuff like that. Like maybe it's just all about the collectible stuff.
And
this
just
year.
Disney's like straight up like aficionados and stuff like that. I don't know.
Oh.
I mean,
There's going to be a live stream.
but there's not going to be
What
any
are they
like
gonna
movie news
promote?
or anything coming out
Yeah.
of it, you know, and that's
There's gonna
probably
be-
why.
Yeah, there's gonna be like park news, probably ticket
Isn't
price
D23
changes.
like every other year? It's not every year, right?
I
Most
thought it was
year.
Or
every
maybe
year.
it is.
The only thing I could see maybe they had is if they taped the
not
trailer
sure.
to like maybe Acolyte or something.
Yeah,
They might
and
show
also
that. I don't know.
Denny in the chat makes a good point. It'll be a lot of park news and
Right.
like their entertainment, cruise ships,
Right.
and all that stuff.
Right,
yeah.
right.
All right, so we got Irene Jobson who says, "I love how awesome y'all are."
You're awesome, Irene.
Yeah.
We love how awesome you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Look at how
With
proud of
Spice
you
Rum.
Euro pussy is. Man,
Just hanging out with Dom.
so proud.
Wired Ape writes, "Yes, I love when it is you three.
Aw. Thanks, Wired Ape. Can you say yas again?
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Hey, Wired Ape, tune in. Well, we won't be live, but tomorrow when we upload the episode of the podcast, it'll just be the three of us too.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah,
Tell
so
your
you can
friends.
ask about One Piece, whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can ask about, unless you're, well, if you're a member, you can send in
Yeah.
questions.
If you remember sending questions, we'll do X actor, X role.
Yeah,
We'll talk
we'll do
One
that.
Piece. We'll,
fine.
I don't know, we'll call Rob and ask him Star Trek questions. We'll figure it out.
King Daddy go, yeah, you can send it. You're a member. I see your green name there. You can send in questions for us.
Yeah.
All right. Buck's Basement writes, "Have any of you finished One Piece and thoughts?"
Oh, yeah. I was talking about this at the beginning of our open mic
Mm-hmm.
here. I finished it. I think it's a pretty strong adaptation. I don't think it's stellar. I don't think it's the best thing I've ever seen, but it's pretty fun. I think it's definitely worth the watch, especially if you enjoy the original One Piece. Even if you didn't, I think there's some cool things to have here. It's really stylized. The main actor totally gets what he's supposed to be doing. He's a very charming Luffy. And the practical effects, the wire work, that kind of stuff is really cool. That's always my thing. I love a real set. I love practical effects like the slug phones they have in this. I love wire work. And if you like those things, I think you'll enjoy the show too. A few qualms here and there, though.
All right. Future Millionaire is back. Remember when you guys spoke on streamers merging? I can't imagine Disney merging with another company like Max or Netflix, for example. Thoughts? I agree. I mean, or even like Max merging with, but they can absorb some of the smaller things like Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, things like that.
The ones that we get kind of annoyed with having to have.
Now, where it could work is like a package deal. So in merging, the content's not on the same package, but you are in one streamer.
Yeah.
But you could pay for one service that packages
together.
streamers together at somewhat of a discount because you got like 3 or 4 together.
It'd be like you have all these different channels.
Yeah.
And you could pick out which
All right.
one you wanted to watch.
And I joke about that too, but at the same time, our complaints about cable where there were 600 channels and you only really wanted to watch maybe 10.
This is true. Whereas right now there's like probably 8 things that I want to stream on, not regularly,
Yeah.
but there's always 1 or 2 things I want to go grab from that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pay for 8 streaming services.
Because like if I was on cable, it was like, okay, maybe the networks, and then it was like because you could get HBO and whatever, but I wasn't watching like, I don't know, Radical Skateboard Time Ninjas channel where they, you
Sounds
know,
like a
it's
great channel.
just like all those extreme sports channels or whatever.
Yeah.
They became like a dime a dozen, and then you just got used to seeing that kind of stuff.
Well, that's honestly one of the reasons why the Max like this whole setup is so
And
intriguing
Cops
to
was like
me.
probably on 19 of those 600 channels. So
Yeah.
My-
you know, there was a lot
My
of filler.
eHarmony commercial only played when Cops was playing. Like it was so
man.
targeted.
There- yeah.
I don't know.
Bruh.
Now I got that theme song stuck in my head.
I was very much asking with eHarmony, hey, bad boys, what you gonna do? Let's figure it out.
Lavartov writes,
I didn't. I married Logan, the least bad boy, the goodest boy.
Lavartov writes, I'm 1 season away from finishing Peaky Blinders. I'm not ready. An incredible show with exceptional acting, atmospheric, and great music selection. I started Peaky Blinders. I got like 2 episodes in. I didn't even dislike it. I pulled away. I got distracted by other things,
Yeah.
shiny things, and I forgot about it. And then next thing you know, so many seasons went by, and I'm like, I got a lot to watch here if I get into this. So it's on my list again, but it's like at the bottom of my queue. Not
Yeah.
the bottom, but like near the bottom rungs of my queue.
There's other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Logan watched all of it and loved it. It's not my kind of show. It's a
Yeah.
little more violent, right?
Obviously, Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer himself is in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
He's an incredible actor. But because I live with the dialect coach, there's a lot of pausing and rewinding and watching something over and over again of, oh, that's so interesting that this person from this town says it like this. And I'll be like, that's really fascinating,
You gotta
honey.
watch that separately.
Yeah.
You gotta just enjoy it.
I got to go watch it somewhere
And then you
else.
got to watch it as on your own if you want to.
Exactly,
dissect
yeah.
it.
And because he stays up so much later than me, I go to bed at 9. He usually, I've already seen an episode and then dissects it like that. It's not fun for me.
All right, so we got King Daddy Goat. Jonathan, what happened to your shirt? What happened to my shirt? What you talking about?
Oh.
Oh, it's a
I'm
Henley.
nosy.
Henleys are just button up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, he thought you
King
were.
Daddy Goat.
Yeah.
What did
Did
what
you
did
think- did
what
you
did you
think I
think
got-
happened?
did you think- Which one is it? I got in a fight. I got in a fight with my Henley. I won. And anyway, moving on. Casinema says, have you guys watched My Adventures with Superman? I know these two have. It's extremely charming. The Real Rejects put it best. Feels classic yet modern. Can't wait for season 2.
Oh, that is a great way to
Y'all
describe
saw it, so I'm going to put it on you guys.
it. Okay. Ray, did you remember to keep watching it?
No, I didn't. But from what I've seen, I do want to, because I don't have the streaming service.
I know.
It's only when I stay at John's place
This
and watch
weekend,
the dogs.
man. Yeah.
I think they're at my place right now. So, but then I'll binge like all the episodes I can up until the newest one.
Mm-hmm.
So the last episode I got to was episode 4. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
what they're on now.
I'm not sure how far in it is now, but yeah, it's a super charming show.
I continue to watch it, and I always ask Chris, and I don't try not to ask Chris when John's like walking around, because input is, because Chris, I actually think James Gunn is going to take some notes off this show. Like, don't you see
I
it?
hope
If he
so.
went that route, like, I mean, I know a lot of people want like, like I don't know, maybe a little more Zack Snyder, maybe not as goody two shoes, but I think James Gunn might go this route. I mean, what
I
else?
feel like that's what works for Superman too. The same way that
Yeah.
Captain America has that altruism that then gets shattered of, wait, the government isn't doing what's in the people's best interest. I
Yeah.
think Superman needs to have that too, of having a privileged perspective on things, growing up feeling other but not seeming it. You know, he assimilates very, very easily, and then seeing that not all people are treated the way they should be. And I also love that. I like the Jimmy Olsen angle
Yep.
in this. I love Lois being pretty like aware of what's happening in the show too. It's so cute. It's so dang cute.
I hope he does take some notes off of it. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be exactly like it, but because people are watching, and
Mm-hmm.
I actually care about Superman in this.
Yeah. Jack Quaid is killing it as Superman too. He does such a great job between Clark and Supes. Oh, lovely.
All
a
right.
big fan.
So we've got Connor Dorian who writes Gen V, the Boys spinoff premieres on September 29. Yep. So we will be getting some new content here and there.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a big
I
one.
know John's excited for that Gen V. I haven't really gotten into the boys. I've watched an episode or two, and I liked it. It's just something now I feel like I'm way too far behind where I have to actually be committed to actually watching all of it.
Yeah.
I love the boys and everything, and I genuinely keep forgetting about this show. I just keep forgetting
Did
that
you
it's
see the
going to
trailer?
happen. Yeah.
Okay.
And it looked great and very, very graphic. I'm probably going to have a hard time with a bunch of it. Those shows are so stylized and ridiculous, though, that it's usually not as hard for me. But
Is there a point, because I've seen the first 2 episodes, and I'm just gonna assume it's like that throughout the whole thing, like just very, very whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Does that novelty wear off, do you think, eventually, right, on things like this? Or is it more dependent on the actual story they're trying to tell? Because I know that there's that novelty that people watch it for, right? Oh,
For
they went
sure.
into I heard they went into a big butthole or something like
they
that.
went into a penis.
Oh.
There's a video on this channel of Aaron and I reacting to it. Go check it out, guys. Like and subscribe. But I think a lot of the things in this show it's great story and social and political commentary tied
I
with
see.
all of that ridiculous violence and sex. And they do keep upping the ante. Things keep getting more and more ridiculous, like the penis, like things exploding and things like that. But the storytelling is still really, really great. And the
Okay,
character
great.
development is awesome. And it's
Great.
one of the few adaptations that surpasses its original source material. Because the original comics are total just outrage for the sake of outrage, mostly because the author doesn't really like superhero stories. And that's kind of where the inspiration comes from. But this is some solid storytelling mixed in with a whole bunch of disgusting.
So there you have it. All right. So we've got sorry, clear this real quick. We've got Future Millionaire. No, I meant Winning Time is very X-rated, John. No, I know. I was just giving you a hard time, Future Millionaire. I know you don't hate.
Just like how the people in Winning Time give others a hard time.
Yeah. Very
But also, honestly though, Future Millionaire, thank you for the warning, because yeah, I do have mixed company in my home, and
Yeah.
if I had that on and then So now I know. So thank you, actually.
My dad, why are you watching
No,
this?
it's not what you think.
I'm telling you, Jonathan, it's like one of these things. Someone says hello, they do a cut, and then all of a sudden it's just rare in the middle of it. So it's one of those things where you can't be like, oh, it's coming up, I better turn it
They
down.
do like-
or I better forward it. It just jumps to it sometimes.
No pun intended, but they do smash cuts.
Yeah, smash cuts. Smashing that cut over.
Sorry,
Nope.
I'm 12.
No, we're gonna move on. All right. Sepulfan writes, I've been loving FX, The Bear, Reservation Dogs, and this fool. So Ray loves this fool, and I've been wanting to see Reservation Dogs.
I've been wanting
really
to see
good.
Reservation Dogs as well.
It's really well done.
That's Hulu too, I think.
Well,
Because
he
of
said
FX.
FX. So
They're all
Where-
on Hulu though.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right. So there you go. So I'm a big dummy. There is a lot of good content on Hulu.
Basically, everything that was on FX just goes to Hulu
To
next
Hulu.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, okay. So then that's what AMC should be doing. It should be either going to Hulu or it should be going to
One of those other companies.
whatever.
Just
Yeah.
do the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need my Mad Men people.
Yeah.
All right, King Daddy Goat writes, did you all see the Thanksgiving trailer? So that is, I wasn't
It's
sure
a
I saw that
trailer
come
for the
through.
holiday?
Is that the?
It's Eli Ross. It's a holiday horror film, Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it was like a joke for years,
It was
and
in
they made like a joke trailer for it, and then it became now it's like developed into a real movie.
Yeah. In the Grindhouse.
So it's kind of meta. So it was a joke, but then they're like, let's really do this.
It's like on the Grindhouse movie or that one.
It's probably a lot like
double
that.
feature thing that he did.
You know
Remember how they had
what?
infomercials?
That's right. This Thanksgiving.
This Thanksgiving.
It's like meat is
Oh,
served
so
or
this
something
was
like
released
that.
7 hours ago.
Oh.
So I wonder if it's going to be like spoofy like that. I hope because that
well, it
trailer
looks
was just
not
hilarious.
spoofy.
I mean, it's what they did with Machete originally. So,
Yeah.
but Patrick Dempsey and Addison Rae.
Sorry.
That's a really weird pairing too. Let's take the TikTok star of He's All That with Dr. McDreamy.
Oh my God! It's always a small town too that has a parade still.
This is why you can't trust a small town though. They got murderers in them.
Oh my God!
Oh, you're literally watching it.
Yeah.
right
Yeah, I'm just checking it out. Go ahead, y'all.
now. Oh, okay. All
No,
right.
thank you.
All right. So Kasinma says, show recommendations. Common Rider Geats. The show focuses on a game called The Desire Grand Prix, where you fight monsters called
Jamato?
Jamato or Hamato, and if you win, the world is reshaped however you want. Wow. So it's sort
Oh.
of like a kaiju meets like Infinity Gauntlet kind of thing.
Kamen
Dang.
Rider. I've been hearing about Kamen Rider for a long time. One of the people I watched that does reviews on like these action figures, he actually always measures up a Kamen Rider figure
Oh.
with like what he's just got. So I know of it, and I've been wanting to watch it. It's just that tell me there's a dub.
Okay,
Tell me
but
there's
Their
a dub.
suits are pretty cool.
is this? Am I looking at the same thing? Is this?
Is
looks,
it K-A-M-E-N?
to me, it looks like
Ultraman?
It looks very Ultraman.
It looks very
Yeah.
Ultraman meets Power
Power
Rangers.
Yeah.
And I think he rides a motorcycle.
I mean, come on.
I believe
That's
that's
Power Rangers.
That's the
That's
strict.
very Power Ranger-y.
You know what?
Very.
I'm gonna check that out. The one that you said in particular, because winning a game show and reshaping the world based on what you did in that game.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Fun fact:
pretty-
I'm friends with a Power Ranger. He was the Red Power Ranger. It was like the ones where they're in space. He was the evil
Oh,
Red Ranger.
dang. That's very cool.
Oh man.
Man.
So now, before you guys start mocking me, I'm going to move on here.
Look, it's good. It's a good ranger to know. It's a
Yeah.
good. A ranger's a good friend to have.
Yeah, even if they're the evil ranger. Natapon or Natapon, I'm sorry, I don't know where the emphasis goes on that. I wish John would give One Piece live action a shot. He won't. He's seemingly skipped the One Piece questions, probably does, that have
No, he
popped up
did.
for reasons. The reasons is he doesn't want to watch it.
Look,
I mean, on one point, he has so much he has to watch, and if something doesn't strike his fancy, he's not going to waste his time on it because there's so many other things to watch. On the other hand, stop sending questions about One Piece unless
Yeah.
it's Batman
Unless it's
Beyond Crew,
us.
then send it here, which you did today, so you did the right thing.
on the
and-
other hand, I'm about to watch it this weekend. I
Yeah.
think so.
Well, and it is why there's others of us on the show too who have different interests than John and who watch other things as
Yeah.
well. So anytime you've gone, what the hell is the point of a Chris? Anime.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the point.
All right. Well, unless anything else comes through, we got one more from from Crazy Duck Duck.
Ooh.
Oh, Crazy Duck Duck gets a prize today.
Yeah, Crazy Duck Duck.
He's the prize winner.
Watch Perfect Blue, a 90s anime movie. Did you watch that on 90s Plus? on 1990s anime movie? I didn't love it, but it was an interesting watch. Has anyone here seen it?
I believe
Perfect
I did
Blue.
for some reason. Hold on. That sounds so
For
familiar.
reasons.
I've not seen it, but it's a psychological anime.
Oh, no. This is actually, okay, this is the movie that they're putting in theaters either right now or for one day, like in.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
and they said it won a lot of awards, and it's so.
Wrong
no,
one.
I haven't seen it. It just
Yeah.
the title seemed familiar, but
Yeah, I saw the poster for this. Okay.
so I guess it's playing on the 9th or something. One day in theaters.
got like
It's
a
gonna have,
stalker or
like, a
something?
little-
A little stalkery.
but the description of it seems.
Oh
very
yeah, she becomes a victim. So, she is this main character is the member of a Japanese idol group who retires from music to pursue an acting career. As she becomes a victim of stalking by her obsessive fan, gruesome murders take place, and she begins losing her grip on reality.
Yep.
The film deals with blurring the lines between fantasy and reality, a commonly found theme in Khan's work such as Millennium Actress and Paprika. Ooh.
Yeah, it's not.
Look at the poster. It even has like a little bit of feel of Blackpink or something.
Yeah,
like
it's got that K-pop vibe in
Yeah.
there too.
Oh,
that. Well, all right,
Ooh,
guys.
okay.
I don't think I have any more questions here to answer. So that's about it.
That's going to do it for us then.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being here for Open Mic, because if you don't send anything in, we don't do a show. So we really, really appreciate you talking to us about what you're streaming, your thoughts on all these different shows and everything. We love having you here.
Thank you.
We want to thank Mr. Ray Ora.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Mr. Jonathan Voico.
See ya.
I'm Chris Carr. Be sure to tune in tomorrow where it is the Batman Beyond crew doing your main
yep.
show. Please write in, become a member of our YouTube channel so you can write questions in and talk directly to us. We'd greatly appreciate that too. Have an excellent evening. Be kind, and we'll see you next time.